That breaking news, Governor Gavin Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, has pleaded guilty to federal charges in a Sacramento County courtroom today. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Gonzalez. That breaking news, Williamson was indicted in November, accused of scheming to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from an inactive political campaign. It belonged to former Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra. KCRA 3's Mike Cherry breaks down the charges and has reaction from her lawyer.
Dana Williamson pled guilty today. She's accused of multiple crimes, including scheming to steal hundreds of thousands from a political campaign account. Now, according to court documents, they show that she agreed to a plea deal for the following counts: conspiracy to commit bank fraud and wire fraud, filing a false tax return, and lying to the FBI. And here's Williamson arriving to court this morning. She was indicted back in November, accused of funneling $225,000 from an inactive campaign account that belonged to Javier Becerra. The money was allegedly funneled to the personal bank account of Becerra's longtime chief of staff, Sean McCluskey. Williamson is also accused of falsifying documents related to pandemic small business loans and tax fraud. Now, outside of court today, her attorney said that she was trying to help McCluskey, and Williamson herself lost her own money in this scheme.
The following facts are true, and they are borne out by the government's discovery. This idea to take money from the Becerra account originated with Sean McCluskey. This was his idea. He chased my client repeatedly. I think we have over a dozen text messages in February and March of 22 where he was repeatedly requesting a meeting with her so they could talk about how to do this. My client offered to pay all of the salary to Mr. McCluskey's wife out of her own pocket without touching Mr. Becerra's account. He declined, Mr. McCluskey declined to do that. He didn't want her to have to bear all that cost. You say to yourself, why? What was her motivation? Her motivation was singular and heart-rending. She was trying to help a friend in a hard time. Mr. McCluskey was back in D.C. with Mr. Becerra, serving as chief of staff. Family was still on the West Coast. He's living on a government salary. Wife is home with the kids. They didn't have enough money, and that's where this all originated. And she was simply trying to help a friend in a pinch as best she could.
The felony charges carry maximum sentences that total more than 30 years in prison and more than $1 million in fines. It'll be up to the court to decide her actual sentence. A status conference is set for July 9th. Williamson not only served as Governor Newsom's chief of staff, she was also a campaign manager and advisor to Javier Becerra, who's running for governor. Becerra has said he was a victim and had no idea of this scheme. Lisa, back to you.
And in just the last 20 minutes, Governor Newsom reacted to the plea deal. Here's what he said.
Literally, as I was in the elevator, someone mentioned it. So forgive me for not having the opportunity to get into the details of it. We will, after I understand exactly what the plea was. But look, it's hard. I just think of her daughter, but also mindful of accountability. We're all got to be held to the letter of the law and accountable. But it's on a personal basis. You know, for her kids, it's tough. But I don't know the details of it, and I'll just leave it at that.